What's going on, guys? It's your boy CMB back in the building, back with another video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into this really quickly, guys. We're talking about your boy Jermall Charlo and David Benavidez. Now, you guys know for the past few weeks now, they've been jaw jacking each other. The rhetoric's been back and forth. I think it started with Jermall talking about going up to 168 to chase the Canelo fight. He was asked about facing David Benavidez. He said he didn't have any problems facing David Benavidez. So David Benavidez pretty much called Charlo's bluff, wanted to know if he was really about that life. And he said, hey, why don't we do a fight in September? So Charlo fired back and said, hey, let's do it in May. But of course, they can't do it in May. You guys know David Benavidez has a fight coming up in March with Ronald Ellis, so that's not really feasible. So it seems like these two, going back and forth, they genuinely wanted to face each other. A lot of people in the boxing world were getting excited about it. Me as well. I had the air let out of my tires when I found out Errol and Manny weren't fighting each other, and I thought this would be a great fight for the year, to get boxing fans excited. But Charlo went and said something that kind of made people look at him kind of skeptically. He said that he didn't want to fight any. He's not going to fight any fighters under 25, which we know David Benavidez isn't 25 yet. And then he said he's not going to fight fighters who don't have the COVID vaccine. And David Benavidez took some jabs at him, of course, after this came out. And let me say this: David Benavidez has really been pushing for this fight. Charlo, not so much, in my opinion. I've seen David Benavidez doing interviews, him and his dad, wanting to get this fight because it's a big fight. If this fight can get made, it would be a huge fight, and I think it would. These two, if they're looking to get a Canelo fight, fighting each other would be the best thing. But anyway, guys, Charlo said something else on his social media that made people kind of look at him again. So I'm going to play the small clip of what he said so you guys can hear it for yourself. Let me set it up here. It's not very long.
Who y'all want to see me take out? Like, makes sense, because, like, I'm not 168, so I'm really not even a 160. I'm actually challenging their ass. Who gonna go get that bag? You feel me?
All right, so you guys heard that. He said he was asking his fans, who do you want to see me fight? But make it make sense. He's not 168. So basically, it sounds like he's saying, I don't want to fight. I'm not fighting David Benavidez because I'm not 168. Make it make sense. So, and that's what I'm getting from this. So the question is Jermall Charlo ducking David Benavidez? Listening to it, I see how it can be interpreted as a duck. And the reason being, in my opinion, is all the stuff that Charlo was talking. You were talking a big game. You're saying you would knock David out. You don't have any problems fighting him. You tried to one up him, say, hey, let's fight in May. So now to hear these other things coming out, it just, it sounds kind of like it's kind of shaky, baby. It's kind of shaky. And a lot of people are coming out and saying that Jermall Charlo is ducking David Benavidez. Now, just to play devil's advocate, and maybe give him the benefit of the doubt, maybe he's not ready to go up to 168 yet. Maybe he still has some work to do at 160. They got other champions there at 160 he could fight. Maybe he wants to unify some titles. You got Triple G. He mentioned Triple G. He said he'd fight Triple G. You got Ryota Murata, who's the newly crowned WBA champion. And you got, who else do you got there? You got Demetrius Andrade, who's the WBO champion. The chances of those two fighting are probably not going to happen. But maybe that's his MO. Maybe he wants to unify some titles at 160. Because if that's not the case, then it sounds like a duck. And I like Jermall Charlo. I like David Benavidez. I would really love to see these two get it on in the ring. But I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see how this all plays out between the two, or see who's Jermall Charlo talking about facing next. If he's talking about facing a champion at 160, then I get it. Then maybe later on down the line he can fight David Benavidez. But if he's fighting, somebody that that really doesn't make sense for him to fight, then we gotta kind of question that a little bit. So tell me what you guys think about Charlo saying that he's not 168. Do you think he's ducking, or do you think he just wants to stay at 160 because he has some more work to do? Let me know in the comment section, guys. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.